Hi Chewies, and welcome back to another part of how to paint a Space Ork. This time we start to shade this miniature even more. For this instance we use now Bardap Black to redefine the deepest shadows. Just like that, for example here in the mouse a little bit. So, and then here, between the shoulder pads and the arm, we want to have a nice shadow line. So now you see you have I have painted over the skin. For this instance we grab now the brush, clean, and we are pulling out this line so that it is faded away. The same thing we do on the other side. Simply paint in the shadow with the wash, clean out your brush, and then fade away this line here. Just like that. So now here on the belt, so just like that. And you see the miniature gets even more depth into it. Now I create here one, a little bit more. So, and again. Fading it. On the other side. And you go on with this over the entire model, where are shadows and dark recesses that need to be even darker. Here the legs a little bit on his trousers. So. We are doing this with the fading because of the fact we don't want to have harsh ink lines. You can get rid of this very easy. So, then here a little bit more. After each stroke, wipe off the brush on a little paper towel. So, and I think that's enough. Now we go for the teeth and horns. We simply want to highlight that. We start with Commando Khaki. A little bit on the palette. And then highlighting the teeth. And remember, when you notice that there's too much color on your brush, you always can wipe a little bit color off on a little paper underground or something like that. So, and now here are the horns. Keep this little recesses that there are in the horn behind. To give it more, a little bit of shadow. So now the other horn. And this miniature is nearly finished. So now we take a little bit of skull white and put it into the color to highlight it a little bit even more. And then we go over the teeth again, just the tips. Now here the tips of the horns. So then that's all. The ork is completely painted and it's a nice tabletop standard. What we do now is making the base. For this instance we have to remove it from the tag, like this. So what we need then is white glue, a little bit sand, and an old brush. So it's very simple. A little bit of white glue on the base, not on the base, on the palette. And then you simply paint the base with the white glue. So, and then simply go once through the sand, wipe the excess off with the finger, go along the corner one time, and the base is sanded. Now we will paint it after this is dried, and I'll be back in a second when this is done. Now the sand is dry and we can start to paint it. I will use now bestial brown to paint the corner of the base and also the sand itself. For the base corner we don't water down the color. So just like that. So, and now we will take the same color and water it down with at least 2 drops of water to get a better flow, and then we paint the sand. Then we will leave it to dry, or use a hairdryer to dry the base faster. And then we will go ahead and dry brush over this with snakebite leather, and after that with bleach bone, and then the base is finished. And now I'll show you the end result in a second. Until then. So, there you have the finished version of the Ork knob. I hope you liked this little tutorial, and as I said, this is only tabletop standard. Yes, you could have picked out very much more details, and yeah, but well, this is just standard, tabletop standard, and that's absolutely enough. He will look good on the battlefield, and that's it. So, Chewies, we see us in the next video. You're Alexandra. See you.